Perfect, yeah. Alright, our next comedian after that fun little angry rant. Next comedian, very funny guy. He hosts the open mic nights in Waynesboro. He's fucking hilarious. He's one of my favorite comedians in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenn Edwards.
Actions speak louder than words. Hey, thank you guys for applauding me for basically walking 4 feet. I don't get that sort of appreciation in my day-to-day life. That would be great if I walked into work and just everybody was like, yeah! You're getting paid for this! This is just volunteer work. This is a hobby. You guys applauding me would be like if you just applauded me for going on a walk. Which you should if I ever went on a walk. You know who else is a volunteer is suicide hotline workers? Think about this. It's impossible to make money off of suicide. To pay for people, to tell people not to commit suicide. You all have jobs. We all have jobs we hate, right? Like when you're in a shitty mood at a job you hate, you don't give a fuck. So I just imagine in this alternate world where suicide hotline is like you can just they hire me even though I'm not interested. You know, you get those people that call up really, really sad tales, really horrible, disparaging thoughts, and you get the guy who you have to deal with whenever you have to call your cell phone company, who's just like, you were special. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go to number 2. There are communities in your area that can talk to you. We can all sit in a circle. No? Still gonna commit suicide? Did you try taking the battery out and turning it on in 30 seconds? But okay, how would the suicide hotline make money? Like, the only way is advertisements, right? But it would have to be one of those quick ones, like as soon as you call, it's like, thank you for calling the suicide hotline, sponsored by, because anybody will kill themselves if they have to listen to 2 minutes of commercials before a phone call. But who would sponsor the suicide hotline? Well, you have to cater to the audience. You have to do some marketing research. Know who you're selling to. My guess? Gillette razors. Maybe Lowe's would have some good deals on rope if you only call them. I'm not going to commit suicide. I guess people don't think I smile enough because people are always telling me, you know, it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown. But here's what they don't understand, I guess, by looking at me, is that the truth is I'm actually a fitness freak. So I'm just, you know, working the face. It is dark as fuck. Nobody could even see Winston up here. I can barely read this. People are like, where's that voice coming from? Where'd Ian go? Ian, where'd you go for 10 minutes? Winston's gone. It's okay. Don't worry. He said goodbye to me. Feel free to laugh at it. This makes a lot of guys uncomfortable, but I told my wife she could experiment with any guy she wants to. And I don't mind, because I know everybody she knows, and none of the guys know chemistry like I do. That was... Oh man, I was about to yell at you. I was like, you guys are dumb. That was like a 1, 2, 3. Oh, I get it. You guys are just drunk. It's fine. Or maybe it was courtesy. Maybe it wasn't funny and I didn't talk and you guys were just like, okay, let's keep them going. I never experienced deep throat before. I wanted to see what that was all about. So I put an ad in the Craigslist first. But I just said that I had a special thing for chicks who are into bulimia. Anybody go to a strip club? Yeah, strip clubs are interesting. I find them skeezy is a word that comes to mind, but I figured out a way you can have a lot of fun in a strip club, and this is a treat. I'm surprised people haven't discovered this, but the rules of the strip club, if you're at the right one, are that you can touch the girl anywhere that isn't her asshole or vagina. So, pay for the 15 minutes alone, and then you have yourself the best tickle fight of your life! She can't tickle back. She's only allowed to leave if you whip your dick out. I've never done that to tickle anyone. On purpose. Some girls are tickled. But, you just have to hope and pray that you get a girl who's actually ticklish. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there with 15 minutes with tits in your face. Who's the sound effect person? You want to get up on stage and grab a mic? No. You're adding a lot. Let's see. Like I said, I can't read. Oh, that's just, I can't read. The light I'm in. Yeah, I'll let it get awkward before I tell another joke. I don't care. I can spend my 10 minutes however I want. Actually, Ian didn't even go, Ken, you have 10 minutes. He was just like, Ken, you're on. I'll do it till he takes the mic away. Weirdly, though, I am not being funny, and that's what shut everybody up. Everybody who was talking was just like, check this out. We're at an open mic. I mean, I'd be talking and having a good time if people were funny, but this dude... I need to watch this train wreck. I work with a bunch of Hispanics, and they all speak Spanish. And, I try to do a good job at work. I really do, but I don't understand why my boss is always yelling and repeating things to me. Because as soon as he tells me to do anything, I immediately respond, "Okay." You guys do know what the seafood chef said when he presented his new condiment, right? Tartar. My in-laws like to blame the Democrats for how high unemployment is. They blame immigrants too. I disagree. You know who I blame? The mannequins. Think about it. Think of how many department stores all over this nation would just have hordes of jobs available if the mannequins haven't showed up and snatched them all up. Fucking manners. I've been eating vegan for 3 days. I've already lost 5 pounds, but I gotta tell you, that dude tastes horrible. And don't you hate when you're like, don't you hate being called out in a comedy cliche? This guy knows what I'm talking about. Let me just face this to you guys so you can read my set list and I can read it too. Can you see that? Okay. Jesus, he seemed like a pretty cool guy. I always wonder because let me tell another joke first. That's going to be funny. See, you're laughing, I was right. Jesus seemed like a cool guy, but I wouldn't have trusted anything he said in the hours leading up to his death because I read that he had his fingers crossed. Oh, he did! Too soon? What the fuck are you working? Too soon. That's it. That's right. Maybe 2016 years later we could get into it. But not then. I always wonder when he's like hung up there, he's basking in the comfort of knowing he's going home. And because he was raised, since he was born and became a carpenter, do you think he just spent the time waiting for death by like observing the construction of the crosses? Like, oh, sandalwood, interesting choice. I've been babysitting my 2-year-old nephew recently, and I've made some amusing observations. Mainly, little boys do not not stop touching their dicks. Like, they don't understand the concept of faux pas, so you have him out in Walmart and he's just like taking his pants down. I mean, he's my nephew. I can't control what he does. I can just laugh at it and tell the parents. But yank and don't stop. These are the boys that grow up to have bigger dicks than others. Now, Ken, what evidence do you have to support this theory? Well, I only have my big dick to go on. And how else can you explain my father paying such attention to me at night when I was little? He was really good to me. You guys remember the first time you masturbated? I do. I freaked out. I thought I broke it. Because it felt good. I wanted to be able to do it again. And for this reason, I'm going to teach my children to masturbate before they come of age. Don't worry, I'm not going to show them or do it for them. I'm not that good of a father. But I'll just Google how to masturbate male, set the laptop on his bed on the eve of his 12th birthday. Because that's the gift that keeps on giving. 40 years later, I'm like, you still jerking it from time to time, right, Junior? Good. Happy birthday. All right. They say that, I always think it's weird that they call short jokes one-liners because you always need a follow-up punchline to land the joke, to get the laugh, right? All right, that's my time. See you guys.
Yeah, keep it going for Ken. He broke the mic stand. Yay! All right, we're going to take a short little break, a little intermission, if you will, for all the nicotine and cigarettes and whatnot, but we'll be back here in 10 minutes.